In this video, I want to talk a little bit more about our body butter. So our body butter is not my favorite thing to make actually, because it is very time consuming to make, but the product is worth it. So usually is a several day process. It's always a several day process because we order raw, unrefined butters that come from trees. They're raw, organic, and when we order these butters, they come in very hard blocks. They have to be melted to a certain point, then chilled to a certain point, then whipped to a certain point before we can jar them. And all of that process takes multiple days. We offer just 3 different scents in our body butter because the butters that we use are so unrefined. They are harder to scent. They won't take on the scent as easy as our scrubs. And so we just do this in 3. Our most popular body butter is our brownie butter and brownie body butter. This one actually doesn't have any essential oil added to it at all. That's why this one is our only one that can be used on babies. In this one, we melt down raw, unrefined cocoa butter, which is why it's called brownie. When we melt it down, it smells just like chocolate, and we can't overscent that, nor do we want to. We want to have a product that doesn't have essential oils on it so that it can be used on babies. So we melt down raw, unrefined cocoa butter, shea butter, and mango butter. All of those are melted down together. Then we add coconut oil and jojoba oil to that. And then it gets chilled to a certain point. And then once it's chilled to the correct point, we begin to whip it. Once we whip it, we add some organic arrowroot starch. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow it to absorb into your skin a little bit better and not be so oily. And then we're ready to jar it. The body butters are very healing, and I will post some before and after pictures of people that have used it on eczema, diaper rashes, mosquito bites. It's also just a great moisturizer as well. These can be used head to toe as much as you want. Our body butters can also be used on the face, except for the for the brownie, because cocoa butter is really not good for the pores on our face. But our other 2, which I'll talk about in a minute, can be used on the face. We've had some really, good results. Some people who sent before and after pictures that have used these, like I said, for eczema, psoriasis, rashes of any kind, mosquito bites of any kind, mosquito prevention as well, and then just a really good moisturizer. A lot of people like to use it that are older. They'll really rub it in hard, and it can also help with some circulation issues. So our body butter is, has a lot of different benefits. This one is the citrus bloom. We also have it in peppermint. So we have the brownie that can be used on babies head to toe, because it doesn't have any essential oils in it. The other 2 that we do is what we do on these other 2 is we melt down raw or unrefined organic shea butter and butter, but we leave out the cocoa butter. And then we add in the coconut oil, jojoba oil, arrowroot starch, etc. But then we scent these with essential oils. So we have the scented version in citrus bloom. Citrus bloom is a variety of the scents, and the citruses and the florals, so like orange, grapefruit, but then it brings in the magnolia, lavender. It smells really good. This is one of my favorites. And we also do it in peppermint. So the 2 scented versions of our body butter are the citrus bloom and the peppermint. Those also have a lot of healing qualities as well, as far as eczema, mosquito bites, just any skin issue. They can be very healing, and then it's a very good moisturizer as well. These 2, when you leave out the cocoa butter, then these 2 can also be used on the face. And so when you use this, it is not a lotion, it is a butter. and you can kind of see the consistency there. So when you melt it in your hand, it's going to melt just like a butter. It's going to have a little bit of an oilier consistency, but then you're just going to rub it in, and within 5 minutes it's going to be absorbed and you're going to feel very moisturized. Like I said, all of our ingredients are raw, unrefined, organic, and so your skin will accept them and they will soak in very quickly and leave your skin moisturized. It's not something that's going to sit on top of the skin, but you are still going to have that feeling, you know, that your hands are moisturized and you're not dry, etc. On days that I use our body scrub, I don't need a lotion, but on days that I don't use our body scrub, then I will, you know, maybe put the body butter on my legs or my feet or my hands or my face, etc. We sell these in 4-ounce jars. The 4-ounce jars are $15. The 8-ounce jars are $27. And on these, a little bit goes a long way. And so you just need a tiny bit of this body butter. It's going to spread and go a long way. So even, I mean, it's going to last you a long time unless you're just using a ton of it. It's really going to last you a long time. We have a lot of mothers who will use our brownie on their babies. And then we have a lot of people, like I said, who've had, you know, different skin issues or really just want a clean moisturizer, because a lot of lotions, even clean lotions, I mean, you can think you're buying something that's healthy, but then you'll look and it has a fragrance oil in it, or it'll have an inflammatory oil in it like sunflower or safflower oil. So just remember, all of our products are not going to have anything that's going to be inflammatory to your body. And so really good quality, really good for your skin, really good for your body.